Called Austin Fan Fest, and they would like to use Auditorium Shores for that concert, but that would exceed the city's annual limit of 25 days of events at the park, so they've turned to City Council for permission. KXAN's Brian Sanders live on Auditorium Shores tonight with more on this proposal. Brian.
Good evening, Robert and Leslie. Auditorium Shores is in high demand right on the lake overlooking downtown. But a decades-old policy limits the number of event days per year to protect the neighboring communities and the park from overuse. So Austin City Council will consider expanding the policy to accommodate the F1 Music Festival and maybe others. Circuit of the Americas is planning a two-night music festival in conjunction with the F1 race in November. Auditorium Shores is their first choice for the concert, but the park space is already scheduled for its maximum use of 25 event days per year, so there's some debate about adding to that number.
I think you can relate the experience to the ACL Music Festival and Zilker Park. You know, it takes a lot of repair after that festival's over to kind of get the grass in the area back up to par.
It's something, you know, that takes a big money event coming in and swooping in and making something like this happen.
City Council will weigh two proposals. One is to allow the F1 Festival to exceed the limit this year only. The other would allow for 5 more event days annually at Auditorium Shores. Mayor Lee Leffingwell responded in a statement saying, "Whether or not you're an F1 fan, as Austinites, we want to put our best foot forward when it comes to making the overall Austin experience a great one for visitors." Auditorium Shores is used for 4th of July, various running events, and several food and music festivals. But others, like the Keep Austin Weird Fest, have been on a waiting list for 3 years.
I was pretty frustrated by it, but then when I learned about the other agenda item that would allow events like ours to have a permanent date on the shores, you know, obviously that makes me much less frustrated because it takes care of our issue of being on a waiting list.
The ACL Festival has offered to help refurbish Zilker Park. Similar concessions could be made for Circuit of the Americas. A city council vote tomorrow could be postponed to sort out a schedule conflict. First, the F1 Music Festival overlaps one day with the Junior League's Christmas Bazaar at the Palmer Event Center next door. A backup plan could be to hold the concert on Congress Avenue between 2nd and 4th Streets. Live at Auditorium Shores, Brian Sanders, KXAN News.